Hey, I don't have the mic up here. It's ready to be where we're at. So yeah. It's on for you already.
How's the connection on this side?
Well, I'm using my hotspot. Here, I got you. Here. See some makeup.
There's only so much you can do with this face. All right, we got the last game of the day versus this Chicago Fury. Opening puck drop will be Joey, Abe, and Nick with a bad spot, but Chicago ices it. So it'll be a face-off on the stick side of the Chicago goalie, who looks like he's about 6 feet tall. Chicago wins that face-off, passes it around behind the net, around the boards, into the cap zone. Kai's chasing it into the corner, gets control. Tried to pass it up to Nick, went a little too far. Chicago kept it in the zone. It looks like we got to change. Brad's out on defense. Oh, so it was Brad the whole time. I'm sorry. But now the defensive pair changes since Christo and James are out on D. Chicago tried to wrap around, didn't work. As we discussed in the first game, wraparounds never work. Nick takes it through the neutral zone, in by himself while his line mates get a change. Matthew and Garrett come on. Nick's got it pinned behind the net. Matthew's going in to try to give him some help. He gets the puck. Oh, he centered it right to Garrett. And I think Garrett looked up. It was a great centering pass. Chicago has control in the cap zone. Shot from the top of the right circle goes wide. Grayson went over to grab it. Matthew puts a hit on in the corner and rims the puck around. Chicago gets control of the puck back. Does an escape turn, but still can't get it out. Matthew's battling with him along the boards, and Garrett's able to poke it free, but right back to the defenseman. Chicago shoots it on net. Shea's in net for this game, so Shea made the save and passed it over to the D. Benji's on the ice now. He skates it through center, dumps it in at the blue line and chases while the forwards get a change. Killian, Tony, and Elijah are on now. Brody's on D with Benji. Chicago has control, taking it out of the zone, in through the neutral zone, into our zone. Icing got waved off. Brody gets to it first. There was a whistle. I'm not sure why. Oh, the little clear pieces that sandwich the two pieces of glass together behind the net came dislodged. So the ref blew the whistle when it fell to the ice. Did we have control of the puck? Figures. So Chicago wins the faceoff. Puck right through the goal mouth, goes off his skate. That kid tried to put a hit up high on Elijah and ends up just trucking himself into the glass. Killian gets the possession behind the net, passes it up to Tony. Tony's battling to get it over the line. Chicago has possession. Killian gains control and pushes it deep and then comes for a change. Joey, Abe, Brad, and Kai are on. Elijah's still on. Just bounced off his skate in the neutral zone. Elijah now goes for a change, so Nick's on. Kai backhands it out of our own zone. Joey brings it free. Joey's coming down the left wing side. Gets it right through the goal mouth. Nick's not able to chip it in. So now Chicago comes through the neutral zone with some speed. 91 gets a shot, beats him right over the helmet. And Chicago's up 1-0 with 10:51 to go in the first period. Joey, Nick, and Abe for the face-off along with Brad and Kai. Caps win the face-off. Get it chipped out of the zone. Abe gets it over to Nick. Puck goes behind the goal line. Abe's battling, gets it over to Nick. Nick passes it to the point, but intercepted before it can get to Brad. Brad does a good job of slowing the player down. Didn't have much of an opportunity. Had to wait for reinforcements. Chicago has control. Passing it around the rink. Forward to the D, D to D, D back to forward. Forward gets a shot off, but it gets blocked in front. Kai rims it around the other side. Nick gets control, gets it up to Joey. Joey gets it to Abe, but just rolls off his stick. Brad plays it at the blue line, not able to get it out. Does a good job playing his man, though. Joey's got the puck, gets it back over to Brad. Joey skates through, but they were able to swipe the puck before he could get speed going. Garrett and Grayson are now on with Joey. Looks like we got an offsides call. So James and Christo will come on for the defense. Matthew will come out for Joey. And I guess the scorer had an issue with the buzzer. I think they're trying to get that piece that fell to somebody in the facilities. Try to fix it. Chicago wins the faceoff. They go D to D. D-man chips it in behind the net. James gets it, chops it up. Puck comes around the other way, up the wing side. Grayson knocks the kid over that was trying to get the puck, but he's still battling along the boards. over to the point man. Point man gets it over to his D partner. D partner shoots it from the top of the circle, but Shea's able to stop that one. So it'll be a defensive zone face-off for the Caps with 9:12 left in the first. Benji and Brody swap out on D. Forwards stay the same. Chicago wins the face-off. They get a shot right off, but it goes wide. Benji's got it behind the net. Chips it up. Matthews got it. Gets it back over to, I think it's Garrett. Everybody's able to stay on side. Garrett got it in, but now Chicago got three guys streaking in. Brody's able to maintain control of the puck as soon as it went over the blue line. Chicago's got control back in their own zone. There's a lot of passing. Chicago is able to do a pick move to get inside the zone. Guy acted like he was going to go around the net and tried to do a chip shot in on Shea, but Shea was able to stop it. Grayson gets the puck through the neutral zone. He's got Garrett. Skates it over the blue line, makes a move, gets a shot off, goes wide left. Chicago gets the puck now. Chicago shoots. I don't know what it hit. I think Shea may have got a piece of it because I heard some pad. Towards the puck instead of like attack. So the player knows I'm not going to get hit and I have time to make a move. So Chicago wins the faceoff. It's Killian, Tony, and Elijah with Benji and Brad on defense. So you got to attack right there. You got to attack right there. They're deep in their own zone. Killian slows the kid down with the puck that was trying to break into across the blue line. Caps try to get it to somebody, but nobody was home, so that one will go for icing. Face-off will be back down in the Cap zone. Chicago wins that face-off, gets it back to the D to D. D-man shoots it, Shea gets a save, and then gets bumped by a player in front. Caps got to do a better job of clearing those people out in front of the net. Chicago coming through with speed. Kid tries to shoot it from a tough angle. Shea's able to stop that one. So we got Joey, Nick, and Abe to take the face-off with Brody and James on D. Caps win the face-off. Goes back to Shea, who steers it aside into the boards. Nick chips it off, but Fury regained control. Fury doing a lot of passing back in their own zone. And they're trying to do those stretch plays, get their guys going with speed so they can burst in. That time it didn't work, and it went for icing. Caps win that face-off. Nick gets control, passes back over to Joey. Oh, man, Joey had a great pass to Abe, but the goalie was able to get over just in time to make that save. Caps are battling behind the goal line. Chicago gets control, gets it chipped out. James, nice play to push the puck back in deep. Joey's, oh, dang it. Joey went bar down, but it just bounced out. Oh, it was so close to coming back to within one. Had the goalie beaten everything, just couldn't beat the crossbar. Nick regains control up through the wing. He's driving around the side, looking for somebody in the slot, but nobody was home. Chicago gets the puck back. Chicago spends a lot of time in their own zone with the puck, getting set up for these runs through center ice. Brad gets the puck behind the net, passes it over to Benji. Benji passes it along the boards to Nick. Nick over to Joey, but a little too much. Joey's able to get control of it. Chips it in deep. Caps go for a change. Garrett, Kai, Matthew come out. Chicago shoots it right through the goal mouth. One of their players picks it up behind the net. I think it's Matthew gets the puck around the corner. Caps try to break out, but right into traffic. Garrett gets the puck. Gets it right over the goal line to Kai. Kai's coming down the wing side. Does an escape turn, passes over to Matthew, who wasn't able to turn his body around. Christo dumps it back in. Caps battle to keep it in, push it back in deep. Garrett's chasing behind the net. They rim it back around. James is able to keep it in. James is doing a good job attacking the puck and attacking his man, and he's winning his battles. Chicago gets it over. Oh, takes a bounce off the boards. Oh, yes! One-on-one. Shea gets his leg over. I think my groin would have ripped in half there, but Shea's able to make the save. Chicago still with control, though. D-man shoots it. It's a hard one up high. Shea's able to bat it down and then cover it. So the forwards will change. It'll be Elijah, Tony, and Killian, with James and Christo staying out on D. 3:57 left in the first period. I think Caps kind of won that face-off, but then Chicago got control. Have a hard time getting it out along the boards. Tony's able to go around his guy. Him and Elijah are coming in. There's only two of them. Oh, shit. Killian's being escorted off the ice. I don't know what happened. The skate blade came off. I thought he was injured, but apparently just his skate blade came off. He changed his own blade, so he probably did it incorrectly. I'm going to jump down there and see.
Shot past me below the red line to the front, and the kid got a one-timer off and found the back of the net. 3-0 Chicago Fury. 2:39 left in the first.
Chicago. Oh. Chicago goalie plays it from behind his net. Oh, cough up. Oh, why didn't you play for that puck? Oh. There's a good opportunity there. Chicago carries it out through center. Gets it in deep. Still has control. Passes it behind the net. Kai's battling with number 79. This is where we miss Jaden. Caps regain control. Pass over to Garrett, to Grayson. Garrett steals the puck. Who's got it in deep? Doesn't have a good shot. Goalie's able to smother it before the other wing could come in. 1:29 left in the first. So Killian's back out with Elijah and Tony. Wins the faceoff back. Defenseman loses it. Shot right into the chest. So now Chicago's breaking through. Shot hits the back of the net. Goes wide. Tony's got control of the puck. Tries to get over to Elijah. Elijah's able to keep it in Chicago zone. And Killian keeps it back in. Gets it in deep to Tony. Tony chases it around behind the net. Tony's battling in the corner. Elijah's in there, pokes it free to Killian, bounces off his stick. Killian puts it back into the corner. Puck goes all the way down the other end. Icing is waved. Benji's battling. With 86 is just holding his stick. Benji just needs to let go of it. Hopefully would have got a penalty that way. Chicago tries to shoot through traffic. It's chipped up high. You got to break out faster. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Move through the zone. Caps get it in deep. Go for a change. Abe, Joey, and not sure. Oh, it's Nick's out there. Chicago almost had another one to end the period. Going into the second, Caps are going to have to climb out of a 3-0 hole. Yeah, a little lethargic. So to start the second, be Nick, Abe, and Joey with Kai and Brody on D. Chicago wins the faceoff. And 88 needs to keep his hand off people's necks. Not Brody 88, Chicago 88. Chicago has the puck in. Ooh. They got two good chances, and Shea's able to stop it. So looks like Garrett got moved to center, so he'll be centering Grayson and Matthew. Chicago wins the puck, gets a shot right off. Kai chips it out off the glass, makes it over the blue line. Chicago's got to regroup in the neutral zone. And back into their own zone. Watch these guys circle. Look, they go around, they get speed, and then here they come through the neutral zone every time. We got to get one of our boys to step up and there we go, put a shoulder right into the chest, and it won't happen anymore. Shea's flopping around, making a great save. So a defensive zone face-off. We got Caps win it. I think it was Benji that chipped it out. Benji's on D with Brad. Garrett's got control of the puck, gets his shot off. Goalie makes the save. Garrett's got it in the corner. Matthew goes over, passes it through the middle, gets tied up. Benji got tied up by the Chicago player. Benji takes the puck from behind the net. Passes it over to Brad. Brad's coming out the other way. Caps looking to break out. Grayson gets the puck, gets it over the blue line. Ooh, got a shot and went just wide. Puck rims around the corner. Grayson goes over to the hash marks to get it. Matthew gets the puck, passes it right over to Garrett. Garrett puts it on the other side of the net. Grayson gets control back. Benji pinches in, gets the puck. Benji's got it in deep. So Elijah just came on. Tony and Killian just came on. Christo came on for D. And we got almost a full change. Chicago, Killian's able to strip the puck while the kid was coming through. Oh, Tony tries to get over the blue line. Look, Chicago's coming with speed. They pass it up. Oh, nice play by James. James is having a great defensive game. Elijah's, oh man, you got to skate faster than that, bud. He gets hit from behind going through the neutral zone. Chicago comes through with speed, gets checked. Kid gets rid of it. They still get a pass, get it in deep. Puck gets chipped up. Pass to the point man. Point man gets it over to his D partner. D man gets it back behind the net. James battles. Killian picks his guy. James is able to get it to roll. Rolls around the dasher out of the zone. Chicago's going in deep to chase. We're getting a change. Nick is now on for Elijah. Killian puts the hit on, knocks the kid off the puck. Tony's able to chip it in deep, but it'll go for icing. So Abe and Joey will come out to join Nick, and we've got Kai and Brody on D. Face-off will be to the right of Shea. Caps win the face-off. Brody's able to rim it out. This one, icing gets waved off. Abe's chasing it down, gets possession of the puck, but can't get the pass out in time. The player came and broke it up. Kai shoots the puck right on net. Goalie makes a save. Joey gets another. Gets it, sorry. Was watching everybody flapping around. I don't know how many times Nick has to get hit after the whistle for them to call something. Caps get control of that puck. Kid is just laying down the ice. Even his coach is yelling for him to get up.
That was a stick to the head!
Stick right to the head. Ref's too busy to getting the snow off his blades to make a call. Chicago gets control of the puck. Joey has it now, skates towards the goalie, gets it right in front. Abe's not able to connect with it. Kai's got it back at the blue line, gives it over to Abe. Abe drops it for Nick. Nick skates it behind the goal line, behind the goal, over to, I think that's Brody. Brody rims it back around. Nick gets bumped, so he's not able to get the puck. Is that parents are angry about that one, but not the stick to the head, so I think they're watching with one eye. Abe comes for a change. Matthew goes out. Chicago ices the puck. Caps will make a full line change. So it'll be Grayson, Garrett, Matthew with Brad and Benji on D. 9:20 left in the second. Chicago wins that faceoff. Matthew's able to chase the puck down, gets a centering pass, but nobody was able to put it home. So the puck now goes down into the cap zone. Benji's got it in the corner, and 24 leads with his elbow into the corner. Chicago dumps it in. Garrett gets the puck, loses a little bit, kicks it to his skate, tries to get it over for Brad, and Brad's able to tip it in. So the Caps are finally on the board at 8:42. It's 3-1 in the second period.
Energy.
Yeah. There was a D-man that had to pinch in to make it happen. Chicago wins the puck. Gain control through the neutral zone. They chip it in on net. Shea steers it to the side. Bounces off Matthew's stick along the wing side. Matthew battles. Now Brad's battling with 22. Garrett's able to knock it free once. Matthew gets the puck, gets it over to Garrett. Garrett's one-on-one. He's got somebody joining him. Take the shot, take the shot. Oh, he tried for a backhand, but he was close to the goal a little too much, and it goes wide. Matthew shoots. Rebound comes out. Chicago gets control. Battle behind the net. Benji pinches in deep, gets it, fires it around the other side. Brad changed. Christo's out there now on D with Benji. Garrett gets the puck back again, gets a shot off. Goalie makes the save. Garrett gets the puck back. Battle along the boards. Matthews chasing. Grayson has control of the puck. Oh, rips a shot from the slot. A quick one right after that first one, and now they're back within one. 7:26 left. Now it's 3-2, Chicago. So it's Elijah, Tony, and Killian with Brody and Kai on defense. Chicago wins that faceoff. Gets it back to their D. Oh, there's a guy coming in deep. Shoots the puck through the goal mouth. Goes all the way over to the far wing boards. Chicago gets control again. Gets it over to the point. Point man had trouble with it. Partner comes in and pushes it in deep into the corner. Brody battles along the corner. Kai's in there now. Caps come out with it. Kai skates around the net. Passes it up. Tony didn't see it. Goes to center ice. Elijah wasn't able to corral it. Tony's got it now. He's got Killian. Tony got it shot off goal. He was able to snap it out of the air. But we'll have an offensive zone face-off, and it'll be a line change. So it's Abe, Joey, and Nick. Defensemen stay the same, Brody and Kai. Chicago wins that face-off. Rims it around the board. But Abe's over there to stop it from going out. And the puck will finally... Oh, you got to skate to that to keep it in. It's lazy skating. And now they're coming the other way. They went for offsides. You never have the time you think you have. Yep. Chicago wins that faceoff. They push it in deep. Comes around behind the goal. Kai gets it. Fires it back over to Nick. Nick traps it along the boards. Puck comes loose. Nobody's able to get control. Comes out of the neutral zone. Joey skating. He's got Abe with him. Gets the pass over to Abe. Abe puts it home. And just like that. Yeah, 3-3. 6:01 left in the second. If I was Chicago now, I would call a timeout. And maybe you can stop some of the bleeding. Doesn't look like they're going to do that. So it'll be Garrett on the faceoff with Matthew and Grayson. Brody and Kai still out on D. Chicago wins that back. We get it over to 22. 22 tries to skate through the slot, gets sandwiched. Finally, it was at 24, tries to put a hit on and ends up just going flying himself. So I have a feeling it's going to get even more physical now that it's tied back up. Chicago gets control of that, but goes offsides. Chicago dads are unhappy for a slash. So defense changed. It's Brad and James out on defense. Chicago wins that one back. Gets it over, start coming through the zone with some speed. He's got a pass. I don't know if that shot look, I think Shea was able to get the leg over. I think the net came off. Or the ref thought the net came off. Kai and Brody are coming for a change. Garrett's able to block that. Comes through the neutral zone. Puts it down deep. Grayson chases. Grayson fires it back, but the D-man wasn't there. So Chicago ends up icing that. Faceoff will come all the way back down. And we got Tony, Elijah, and Killian jumping over to take the faceoff. 4:57 left in the second period. Caps win that faceoff. Killian gets it back over to Brody. Brody over to Kai. Kai down into the corner. Killian tries to push it back over. They're battling in the corner. Puck finally squirts out. Kai pinches in, gets it over to Killian. Killian back to Tony. Tony rips a shot. Oh, hit somebody in front, but just went barely over the net. Brody's got the puck behind the net. So Tony's filling in on D. Good awareness by him. They're still battling. Chicago's trying to break out, but they can't get past Elijah. Elijah's hammering them in the zone. Puck squirts free. Chicago gets control. They finally pass it out, but it gets over to Brody. Brody gets it over. The Caps get it into the zone. Goes in deep behind the goal line. Tony gets it. It's overskated. Chicago is coming out with it. Christo's able to get the puck. They get it back over. Christo gets the puck again. Tony puts it up over the blue line. This guy's going to need to come for a change. Killian comes for Joey. Tony switches. So it's Joey and Abe. Elijah's coming for a change. Nick will jump on. .320 left in the second period. 3-3 tie. Chicago here, they're going to try to get their speed going out of the zone. It's not working this time. Christo's able to get it. Now Joey's coming out, streaking around his guy. Oh, gets the shot, beats him just inside the post. Caps are now up 4-3, and I'm pretty sure they're injuring themselves in the far corner with that celebration. 3:04 left. Oh, yeah, that's why they were jumping up there. So Brad and James are out on defense. There's some life on the Caps bench. They're banging the boards. Chicago dads want that faceoff to come all the way down, but I'm pretty sure it bounced off of one of their players, so I don't know what he's screaming about. He saw something once on TV. Caps push the puck into the zone. Nick wins his battle. Joey gets the puck in the slot, gets the shot off, but just goes wide. Nick gets control of it. Joey picks it up, gets a backhand shot. That one just goes wide. Oh! Abe over to Joey. Joey hammers it home. 2:25 left in the second period. Caps are now up 5-3. So the Caps have scored 5 unanswered. So Garrett's set to take the face-off with Matthew and Grayson. Garrett wins it over to Grayson. Grayson back to Brad. Back over to Grayson. Matthew has it now. Leaves it over the line. Comes back out. Pass back over to Brad. Brad chips it back in. He was just on the side of the red line, so it won't be icing. Grayson is chasing. Chicago's looking to break out, but they send it a little too far. That should be an ice. All the way back. All the way down. Sorry, that's what he said. All the way down. Face-off will be to the left of the Chicago goalie. Coach Bryan looks like he's steering a big car, sending hand signals out. Caps win the face-off, but Chicago's able to chip it up out of the zone. Garrett passes over to Brad. Brad back to Garrett. Oh, Chicago poke checked it. Brad was in a good spot. Was able to stop the shot or the attempted shot. Grayson gets it now. Tries to get it over to James. James didn't see it. Brad goes behind the net. Chicago's going for a change. They can stretch him. Too late. Brad chips it out over. Chicago's got control in the neutral zone. Pass over to the D-man. Back over to his partner. D-man gets it. Dumps it in. They stay on side. Puck comes out. Kid's kind of lost it for a minute. Grayson comes away with it. Makes his move through center. It's 1-on-3. He comes for a change. Matthew comes for a change. So Tony and Elijah are on. Kai gets control of the puck at the neutral zone. Tony gets it in. It's Tony on pretty much the rest of the team. Tony gets a shot, and the goalie was able to make the save. Yeah, he took on 4 players. Was able to get the puck in deep and get the shot off. So now Killian comes on to center the 2 of them, and Brody and Kai are on defense. 45 seconds left in the second. Puck rims around the boards. Kid doesn't see it. Caps aren't able to get it into the zone yet. Kai gets it. It's chipping off the boards, but they're doing a good job of hugging the boards there and keeping the puck from bouncing in. Chicago gets control, passes it over to the near side. Defenseman gets over the line, dumps it in on net. Shea steers it to the side. Brody gets it. Chips it up. Oh, got lucky. That kid was coming a little too fast. Fortunately, that kid's dad's there reminding him that he needs to play hard. Otherwise, he might not have known what to do. So at the end of the second, the Caps score 5 unanswered and are on top by 2, 5-3, going into the third. I will say, sitting on this side where the benches are, the Chicago coach is very even-keeled. Doesn't seem to get too worked up about much. They let in 5 goals, and he's not screaming. He's not raising his voice. He's just talking to him calmly.
I couldn't hear what they said. It wasn't Go Caps. I know that.
All right. Starting the third. Kai and Brody on D. Joey centering Nick and Abe. Chicago wins the face-off back to their D-man. D-man passes it to his partner. And here comes the center running around trying to get some speed. They did a good job. See all those white jerseys were right across the blue line. Nowhere to really go to sneak in. Nick gains control, gets it over to Abe. Abe can't handle it, but chases it in deep. Puck rims around. Oh, Brody pinched in, but I think it bounced off the boards funny. He wasn't able to corral it. Uh-oh, we got a Chicago player. Oh, my goodness. Joey with the back check. That was fantastic. Oh, Chicago can't keep it in. Abe's coming the other way. He's got a one-on-one. Goalie does a great job. Defense did a good job. Goalie saved the initial shot, and then Abe's follow-on. Matthew, Grayson, and Garrett are now on. Benji's on D. Kai's coming off, and we got Brad coming on. Caps regain control of the puck. Pass it back to Brad in our own zone. Off the boards over to Garrett. Over to Grayson. You gotta skate a little faster than that, dude. Your dad's gonna yell at you if you don't. Somehow that went for icing, so it'll be an offensive zone face-off. What does Yawa mean? Sign says Yawa. Dad joke. It's way backwards. I just get eye rolls from my kids. Chicago gets the puck. Tried to get it up through the neutral zone, but they lost control. Chicago They retreat to their own zone to break it back out. Garrett's there to intercept it. Now they got one guy coming in. Grayson puts the hit on him. Yep, keeps him pushing wide. Great play by Grayson. Not only did he slow his man down, he got the pass blocked. Matthews got it, pass it over to Grayson. Grayson's trying to get some speed skating through. Gets it over the blue line. Oh, I knew he was going to drop it to Garrett. Chicago's going the other way. The guys got caught in deep, but the defense are back. They get a bad angle pass off the Shea's pads. Shea's able to stop it. Caps tried to chip it out. Chicago kept it in. Christo has control of the puck now. Looking for an outlet, gets over to Matthew. Matthew chips it out, but there's nobody leaving the zone yet. Killian and Elijah are on. Garrett comes off. Matthew's still out, so it's Killian, Elijah, Matthew, and I think we got Brody and James on D. Puck comes out. Matthew has the puck, skating through the neutral zone. He gets it over the line, chips it in deep. He goes for a change. Now Tony's on. See, they're cycling back, trying to get some speed. Here they come with speed through the neutral zone. They're met with a couple more players this time. Oh, but he was able to get around him. He tried to move again, didn't work. Now Caps break out, get it over to Elijah. Or is that Tony? Tony skates through. Tony does an escape turn. He's got Killian in front of the net. Tony rips a shot. Oh, just goes a little high. Rebound shot, and the goalie stops that one. And somebody's going for, kid had to skate off the bench, ended up with a roughing call.